So the very first time Chris ever came to my house was the day he wanted to meet my father to tell him that he wanted to marry me. That's usually not the first time that most boyfriends meet their girlfriends, but I mean, that's the way it happened for us because we're not living in the same country as usual. It's nice to marry someone that loves you more than you love him. Don't marry a boy that does not love you more than you love him. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Chinyere. If this is your first time stopping by here, and today I like my, I don't know, I'm at home now, I'm not going anywhere. We're still in quarantine mode, please allow me. I only wore shirts today to shoot this video. So we are still in this quarantine season and I just decided to do the couples tag. So my husband is home today and hopefully you guys get to enjoy it. So I have a couple of questions from the couples tag. I mean, there are like 1 million questions that they have online, so I've just picked out the ones that kind of relate to us. I'm just going to ask him these questions and then he'll get to answer them. So I hope you guys get to enjoy the video. Welcome my other half by the name
Chinyere's husband.
Okay, you're welcome wherever you are. So I have a lot of questions here. You know you haven't seen these questions.
No, I haven't.
They're very fresh.
No problems.
So the very first question is, how did you meet my family?
How did I meet your family? So I came back home, went to Lagos.
Came back home from where?
From where I was now.
Where were you?
I was somewhere in space, you know, flew in.
Okay.
And went straight to Lagos. No, I think I met you in Abuja. Then we went down to Lagos together. And then we went to your parents' house. And that's it. That's how I met them. Went straight
That was the first time you met my family. Like, were we dating or what were we doing? So he just wanted to marry me and then he went and met my family to introduce himself. And that was it. My father loved him and yeah.
Sure. Life is too short, man. The
ball was rolling.
First chance you have, shoot your shot. Yeah.
What do you love most about my family?
I think I really like your father. I love your mom. You know, they're very nice people. They're people you'd stay and gist with for hours and hours and you never get tired.
Very easygoing.
Yeah. You know, your brothers are very funny people, Jim and Marie. So, you know, anytime you're with them, you just talk and laugh, you know, and these are the kind of people you like to be around. And your sisters are very nice, you know. So, I mean, putting all of them together, these are just wonderful people.
Okay, what are my weird behaviors? At least now you've lived with me for the last 6 years or 5 years.
What's weird?
Don't be kind though, like I don't mind. Be wicked.
Weird behaviors. You don't know how to use a blender. So I need to always teach her how to use a blender, how to blend tomato, how to blend anything that requires using a blender. She's not good at that, so I need to open the manual and explain everything. Do this one,
be kind,
do this
please.
one, do this one.
Be kind. Thank you. It's okay.
Yeah, and then weird is you know, well, it's not weird, but I understand. For example, someone who just came from Nigeria and
back in the day,
and there is water, you know, you're still washing plates as if the water will finish, you know, so you need to figure out that this water will run forever.
But you're not trying to waste water, you're trying to be conservative.
So that's exactly what I'm saying. When you're in Nigeria, that's how you think and that's how you be using water. But
do you want me to tell you one of your weird behaviors?
Go ahead, tell me.
One of your weird behaviors is, or something weird about you is when you're angry, your nose starts to sweat.
It's good because I don't like being angry. So even my body doesn't like
once I see his nose, like once I see sweat collecting on his nose, I'm like, what's vexing you now? What's happening? What's coming up? Bring it out, just bring it out. Okay, the very next question is, what causes most of our arguments? We're still in this quarantine mode, so have we even argued through this period? We've argued.
Not much during this period.
We've argued. We've had some, I think like we had like 2 major ones.
Yeah. Well, most of our arguments, they're just basic things, usually very flimsy things. Like, I can't even remember again, so can't remember. Pass.
what causes most of our arguments.
Yeah, I'm beginning to forget them, so at least that's a good sign.
Yeah, he actually used to forget stuff easily when we first started this marriage together. I'm the one who just bust out.
She needed iron hand.
I needed like, I just do 5 minutes shouting and that's it. I don't remember anything, but my husband can remember stuff like 2 years
on
after.
the computer.
The conversation and what I said, and I'm like, what?
She needed a bit of molding, you know, to the perfect figure 8. You know,
now we've molded ourselves. We've molded each other.
Now.
We've molded each other perfectly into what we want. The best memory you have of our relationship?
I'm not sure I have a best, but there are some I remember a lot.
Okay, remember, because you remember everything.
I remember lots of things, so I don't really have a best moment. But,
so one good one.
One good one was when we were in Norway. So I think I really enjoyed the time we.
That was like our first. That was like our honeymoon trip.
Probably something like that. So I remember that trip a lot, and I think I really enjoyed the time we spent. I mean, nothing specific, because I mean, something I've always wanted to do is to travel, you know, and to travel with you. So I mean, lots of things happened, but just being there in that moment is actually what makes it memorable. You know, it doesn't really matter what you did, but at that particular time, you know that you're having a good time, and it just dawns on you that, you know, this time.
This is where I want to be.
This is literally happening now. You don't even need pictures to remember that.
One of the best memories I have of the both of us is, I think, the first time you walked into my house, and I was super conscious because my home wasn't like well done there, and my dad and my mom were still like, they just retired, and this was like their first home built together. And I mean, it was almost as if, I mean, they were still trying to build the house, so it was half done, you know. And then this young man from Europe wants to come and marry me, who is my friend. He'd been my friend for a very long time, and I remember when he was coming, I was like, you're coming to my house, my God, like, my house is not painted, the floor hasn't been tiled. And the next thing, Chris comes to me and he's like, I'm not coming to marry your home, I'm coming to marry you. And I was like, oh.
Bullseye.
Yeah, I remember some things. I know you don't remember those type of things.
Yeah, of course. The reason why I don't even remember it is because, I mean, those are not issues. So I'll only remember things that I considered important.
Yeah, for someone like me who was super conscious, like I always felt like a very broke young girl from a very average family.
I mean, it didn't matter where
I was super conscious a lot.
Yeah, it didn't matter where you lived at that time. Yeah. So, and definitely I didn't take it to mind. So didn't really care where the place was or what it looked like. So, and I quickly even forget.
The princess marries, or the princess marries her frog. So what's the best thing we have achieved together? Oh, I think I've drawn some questions, sorry. Yeah, you just go to that one and then I'll go back again. What's the best thing we've achieved together as a team?
Just understanding ourselves.
Yeah.
I think that's the most important thing you need to figure out at the beginning of every journey. You know, just to understand, you know, a marriage is a long-term investment, and you need to figure out the foundation early enough. If not, if you build your marriage on the wrong foundation, it's just a function of time before the whole building crumbles. So I think the most important thing we've achieved as actually is that we've figured out the foundation, and we've sort of built it down deep. So that, you know, when the building starts going up, as the building is going up, you're not afraid what will happen in the future.
My favorite color. Feel it.
It's blue.
My favorite food.
Food. Beans. Beans without plantain. Raw beans.
I'm a very simple girl.
My mother visited, and this girl cooked beans for my mom. Imagine traveling from Nigeria to this place.
And I haven't heard the end of that story.
Come and meet
yet.
your in-laws.
I haven't heard the end of that story yet. My mother.
Mommy, welcome. Do you want to eat?
I was still a new wife. Meaning what? Please mind yourself. Thank you. Best gift I have ever given to you.
Best gift.
Yes, and it's not material things, so because me I can remember it.
The best gift you've given me?
Yes.
Not a material gift?
No, it's not. Well, it's material gift now that you want to call that. I'm giving you the best gift.
Which gifts now?
Okay, be thinking, because right now I'm crossing my leg like a mermaid, so you better remember it.
Well, the best gift you've given me. It's sex now, have you?
Christopher,
if it's not material,
I cannot believe that you just open your mouth and say
that's the best gift now.
Hey, no, I'm not even going to the outside. I'm not saying anything.
Okay.
What is the most important thing to you in life?
Most important thing to me in life?
Yeah.
I would say, well, I mean, it's not a difficult one actually. It's definitely just doing exactly what God wants me to do.
Which is?
What is it? It's not one thing actually. It's many things, and it changes even as the years go by. But at every point in time, I actually want to make sure I'm doing what is expected of me to do at that particular time. I mean, as a time when you're in secondary school, what you're doing is definitely different from what you're doing when you're working, or when you're in university is different from what you're doing when you're in primary school. But at every phase, there is definitely something God wants you to do or achieve in that particular time frame or that particular season.
Concerning this relationship now, what's the most important thing to you? Because now you're going into secondary school and primary school.
I'm talking about life here. I mean, that's the most important thing in life for me, to do exactly what God wants me to do at that particular time, and it changes with time. Okay. In this particular relationship, I mean, what's most important thing to me is you, and making sure you're comfortable and you're happy, and you're in sort of the best place to kind of actualize your own dreams.
It's nice to marry someone that loves you more than you love them. Don't marry a boy that does not love you more than you love him. Next question. If you win $1 million, what will you do with it?
$1 million? I actually don't know, honestly.
I already have plans for the money.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what I'll do with $1 million now. Yeah, that's the truth. I mean, because like whatever I'll do with $1 million is probably what I'm doing with the amount of money I'm earning now. I mean, I don't think I'll do anything different, because in a sense I think I have everything I need already. So I mean, if you give me $1 million now, I won't go and buy a house or something like that. I might get a better apartment in a sense. Okay. Or I probably won't buy a car because, I mean...
We've stayed without a car now for 5 years and we've survived.
No, that... okay, yeah, something like that. But essentially, I suppose, I mean, I don't know what I need now that I would need to buy with $1 million. See, if you give me $1 million now, I'll probably just invest it. That's probably what I'll do. With $1 million, yeah, I'll just invest it and keep it. That's pretty much what I'll do. Well,
it's what is happening around the world now. I will enter into one supermarket and just buy food and be eating until when I die.
You wish.
That's not what I'll do though.
Of course, as soon as you remove your tithes, it's only 900,000 left, so the money is already dropping.
Yeah. Okay, and the very last one is something interesting you might not know about me is, I think that's for me to answer.
Okay.
Yeah, something interesting you might not know about me. Ugh. I don't know. I never really dated anybody. Yeah, you know that. Like we've talked about that really. Like we talked about
you dated people.
Yeah, okay, like I dated people, but it was a lot of confusing relationships with all of the other people that I ever had anything to do with before I got married. I mean, I was probably like, it was just a lot of confusing situations, situationships.
It's complicated.
Yeah, it was lots of complicated boys in my life. We don't talk about like our past relationships, do we? We don't talk about that past relationship. It doesn't help, so we really don't talk about that. Like, there's really nothing much. Maybe the fact that these days that I've been in the house longer, I think I'm beginning to consider becoming a housewife full time. So that's it. Those are all the questions that I had. They were very easy and simple. You see, I don't want to kill you here. Did you enjoy your time?
I did.
Alright, I hope you come back.
I'll come back.
Please let me know if people want to see him again. Alright. Thank you very much for coming over. So that's it for today's video. I hope you guys have actually enjoyed this one. Very simple. I'm excited to, well, we actually did not decide to, I mean, he just wanted to copy me and wear something like, you know, a little bit matching. So that's it, guys, for this video. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you are moved by this particular video that I posted here. Like it also by hitting that like button down below there, and also let me know what you think about this particular video and what you would like to see with the both of us next time. Until I see you next time, take care of yourselves. Goodbye.